Now the IRS did this in 2008. I had some issue that it was some error, and I called them on it, and it was basically I sent in my check like April 15th, and what they said was no. We need to receive the check by April 15th. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. And they're like, no. I'm like, when did that rule change? They're like, oh, it's always been this way. I'm like, no, no, that's not how it works. And so I talked to this person who was trying to convince me that I needed to have my check received by them by April 15th. I'm like, no, you have to mail it by then. It's kind of a general rule. And they were trying to convince me it wasn't true. And it got to the point where I'm like, did they change something? I wasn't aware of it. So I was like, you know what? Let me talk to your supervisor. Talk to the supervisor. Same BS. Nope, that's the rule. Look at this publication. I'm like, I'm looking at the publication. Tell me where it is. We're like, it's in there. You got to find it. I'm like, no. So I call my accountant. I'm like, what's the deal? He's like, no, that's not the way it works. I was like, okay, so I'm not losing my mind. Anyway, so the point is I talked to 3 people that day at the IRS on that same phone call. Every single one told me the same story. And that was back when it was a mess and they were hiring people and no one knew what they were doing. Point being is a lot of these big institutions now, in my opinion, are deliberately inept to frustrate people so that they get more money. And so I don't have any evidence of this, but if anyone does, please let me know. I would love to feature you on the show because I want proof that this is happening because I suspect it is, and I don't have any firm proof.